All right. Hello, everybody that's listening. Thanks for tuning in. I am speaking with my good friend. She's a teacher. She works at an elementary school in Oahu. She's moved around. We just spoke about it, and she's been around Oahu a little bit, but we'll get into it. She's from Missouri. I've heard that she's become a good surfer over the time she's been there in Hawaii. She used to teach art at Camp Erdman. She's very hospitable and kind, and she's a dog mom. Everybody, please welcome Marion Mosby.
Oh, thank you. I haven't heard that name in so long.
Marion Mosby?
I miss being called Mosby. Uh-huh.
Yeah? I kind of just thought I had some meaning to it. I don't know.
It does.
Is it your...
It does. I feel like...
I thought it was your middle name.
No, my middle name's Nancy. Mosby actually comes from Camp Lakewood. I grew up going to a camp in Missouri, and everywhere at that camp has like a nickname, and that was my nickname. And so when I started working at Erdman, I was like, no, everyone needs nicknames.
Yeah.
Like, we got to get this thing going.
Yeah, that's where...
But then it just got
That's where my JP got stuck, I guess. I wasn't...
Wait.
That's... Because I've always been Jaden in... So, like... My dad's always called me JP, but that's really the only person back in Nebraska that did that. But Jaden, I've always gone by that, by most of my friends and family back home. And then I moved to Hawaii, and at my first cabin, I had 2 kids that were named Jaden, and then there was me named Jaden, and everybody was like saying Jaden, and I'm like, I'm Mr. That was my first week. I had Michael. No, not Mike. I think it was Michael. Could be wrong. And Derek. They were my co-counselors, and so we all were just like, hey, let's just Mr. JP so we don't get confused. And then
That's so crazy.
And then, yeah, just stuck.
I had no idea. I totally for sure thought your name was just JP.
Well, it is now, like, to a lot of people, and going forward, I kind of just, it's easier. Like, I was at work the other day, and everybody has, like, super Hispanic names. They all speak Spanish. I'm the only guy that speaks English there. And they're, like, asking my name, and I was like, Jaden. And then, like, J's like an H there. And so I said JP, and now they call me UPS. Like, I think it's funny. But anywho, that's just how the name came to be. But Mosby came to be because of Camp Lakewood. Never heard of that place. Missouri?
It's just a YMCA camp in Missouri.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There were some crazy names. There was, like, Milk Bread, like... Just, like, it was almost, like, funnier, like, the dumber the name you could come up with,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like an alter ego name when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I chose Mosby because, like, Mr. Mosby from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh, yeah?
His first name was Marion.
Oh, my gosh. I forgot about that, but there's some part of my brain that says that's so true. And it is. I just don't remember the episode. But that is such...
Wait, what's your job now?
I work in a country club here in Newport Beach, California. I work as a greenskeeper. It's my first golf course job. And I'm very excited.
Oh, nice.
The benefits are...
So similar to what you did at, like, Erdman at the end?
Yeah, when I was doing maintenance stuff. Yeah, so it's just more, like, detailed. They changed the mower height from, like, 575 millimeters to 425 millimeters, and just like the tiniest little detail, like when we were mowing. And I really like it because I'm kind of a detail-oriented guy. And I like working outdoors. And everybody there speaks Spanish, and I'm the only guy that speaks English, like, fluently. And then they have, like, Spanglish guys that me and the Spanglish guys translate with the only Spanish guys, and I'm learning a lot of Spanish. So it's been very great. And there's a lot of great benefits. I get $4 lunch. Anything from the country club menu, like, they got burritos, whatever, honestly. They got so much stuff at the country club. There's, like, I'm sure they have steaks on there. I just haven't seen that menu yet. But it's all the same.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I think that kind of job is so sick. Like, they say that, like, gardening and stuff is so good for you.
Yeah.
I know you're not gardening, but just, like, being outside and, like, I don't know, I love it.
I do a little bit of gardening on Arbor Day, or, like, Earth Day. I planted, like, I did dig, like a 5-gallon paint bucket?
Mm-hmm.
It was like I had to dig a hole that deep because that's how big it came in, and it just dropped bushes all in a line all the way up and down the road. That was a fun one.
Epic.
Yeah, it's a little gated community, so the whole entire neighborhood's like associated with the whole landscaping of the neighborhood. But yeah, I agree. Working outdoors, being a gardener, it's just like healthy for you. And every day I wake up, I wake up early. Tomorrow I got to be up at 4:30 a.m. And
oh, I hope it's not too late there. The sun's still out.
Yeah,
so I think it's...
yeah, I'm okay. Weekends, 4:30 a.m. wake up for me, but I clock in at 5:45 and I get off at 9:45, and that's Saturday, Sunday. But I alternate weekends with a different group. So next weekend, the other group will work that weekend. Somebody's got to upkeep on the weekends because players, that's like the high season for when golfers are there. So, but throughout the week, it's just 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then I have another job. I work at a valet company down at the beachfront. And so people want to park their car and go to this fancy restaurant on the beach. I'm the guy that stands out front and takes the keys, and then I usually get a good tip for parking their car.
Nice.
So it's a grind.
My brother, Jimmy, did that. Did you ever... You met Jimmy.
I met Jimmy. I met Bailey. When I was thinking about the golf conversation, I thought about them working at some golf course. Because I went over to their house.
Yeah.
It was like not this last New Year's, but the New Year's before. Me, Serge, Zoe, Bailey, Jimmy, and Michaela were all pre-gaming at their apartment, their high-rise down in Honolulu.
Yeah, they had a nice apartment. They all just moved out.
Yeah, and Bailey went back to the States?
Bailey, he went to Florida, and Jimmy's in Texas. I was pretty bummed.
Yeah.
But I guess... They had a 6 set up. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a good place. And they had a roommate that I never met, and they said that room was always in and out.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, who? Which
yeah.
one?
I don't even know who it could have been. But I'm so thankful that you came to be on the podcast. The concept, I was just kind of telling you before this, I was asking you if you ever heard why I made it, or the podcast in general.
Yeah, why did you?
So I went to university and didn't know what I was going to do. I moved to Hawaii, did online classes, was taking gen eds, still didn't know what to do. 6 years later, I graduate with a bachelor's degree in multidisciplinary studies. And
what is that?
It's a major where you can pick 3 core subjects and just really dig into them, and then you get to graduate with those. And so I did English, music, and radio production, pretty much. And so I learned a lot about broadcasting, and it was even on air on the UNO radio station every Friday.
I remember that.
So it was fun, and I did that, and then I used that to propel myself into... I worked at iHeartRadio. I've worked at a small local station in Omaha, Nebraska called Boomer Radio. Every Sunday we interviewed high school... we interviewed high school athletes that were going to state. Anytime a new sporting event had state, we interviewed those people. And then I worked at Pacific Media Group in Honolulu. I was the events guy there. So I've done a good amount of using my degree, but it never was a full-time job or even enough hours to pay for a weekend. But it was a good intro to the radio broadcasting industry. And ever since I've ever applied or tried to work at another radio station, they want more credentials, they want more evidence, they want more reason to hire me, because I'm just a regular old guy with a degree, and a lot of people are like me. So I decided I'm going to start a podcast. This podcast started as a class project, which was, if you can make a podcast, upload it, you get an A. So I did it on Spotify, Apple, and that was my first episode way back in 2021. And then it's just kind of been sitting pretty dormant for a long time. And then I moved here, and I was looking for work. I was out of work for 3 weeks here. I went to the radio stations, and they all aren't hiring. And I went to this guy that does his own podcast studio, and I kind of got the lay of the land of he sat me down for 8 hours. I was unemployed. I could pay for 2 months rent, but I was still struggling to get a job. And he taught me how he runs it. And so especially the Calendly link that I've created, the thing I sent you to sign up to do this and have this conversation, he did that. And just little things like that to like how to actually operate as a podcast. And so I've done that.
I like that link.
It's pretty, like, it looks professional, huh? You open it up, you're like, oh, these are the hours I'm available, and yeah. So
no, I think that's great.
Yeah, so my mom listens, and a few of my friends maybe, but it's just kind of like a portfolio, you know, like a little resume I'm building for eventually, because I'm working these manual labor jobs, and I was talking to my coworker today. I was like, I'm so sore. Like, my lat right here is just, I was just lifting this thing all day, and the other day I was hauling like 75-pound roll of sod because we're remodeling the golf course, and I'm just sore. And I'm like, one day I'm going to kick my feet up on a coffee table, and I'm not going to have to worry about being sore again, you know? And I'll be making money at working as a radio guy, I guess. Or a podcaster, because I think radio might be vanishing, but a podcasting company.
Dude, podcasting is, I love listening to podcasts. That is like either that or audiobooks is what I listen to in the car.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just get tired of music, and I feel like I have bad music taste. Where I'm like, I don't even like my own music. I'd rather listen to other people's.
Yeah. No, I get burnt out too.
But I was listening to some of your podcasts, like the one with Dustin.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, I remember you and Dustin. You guys were just like the funnest guys at camp. And
well, I appreciate it.
I thought you guys were so fun.
Yeah, Dustin's one of my favorite people I've met through Camp Birdman. And living with him that fall year was just like, I would never take it back, you know? It was such a good time. He was such a good guy and a good person to know. And now I have that for the rest of my life. Just like people like you know? Like I've gone back since 2019, and you've let me crash on your couch, and I woke up with your dog, Bill. He had his head between my legs. I just looked down. I think we went out to the bars or like the club the night before, and I looked down, I'm sleeping on the couch, and Bill's just like staring right up to me, and I'm like, this is great. Having friends, like, it's just amazing. You make friends with dogs.
Camp really lets you network, and I feel like so many cities around the world, even, I could just like find somebody that I remember from camp.
Right.
Which is so cool. And in the moment, like while I'm at camp, I'm thinking about how much fun I'm having, but there's also that like somber aspect of it where I'm like, but I'm probably never going to see these people again, you know?
Right.
But that's not true. Like, you do. And like, it's
not a goodbye, it's a see you later, as they say.
Yeah.
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 Well, I was going to get into the meat of it. I want to ask you, like, what your first time ever meeting me, or memory of us ever meeting each other, if you have that. Like, what?
I don't. I've been literally thinking about this all day, and I'm like, I genuinely do not remember the first time I met you.
Hey, we're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. I literally was thinking about that all day, and I'm like, I just kind of know her. And I don't know why. Maybe I brought my kids to art class one day because you were the art teacher. But we also had training week, so maybe we went to the beach. Or, I don't know. It just kind of came naturally.
We definitely have a lot of memories together.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I feel like too, everything was also with a group. Like, it's always like we're hanging out with a lot of people, and we're all doing things, and it's like
you're jabbering with somebody, and then you're jabbering with another.
Was there when we went to this place? Who was all there on the booze cruise?
I wasn't. I didn't go on the booze cruise, but I was only 19, so.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I think I was 18 turning 19 or something like that, yeah. No, I couldn't have been because you can't work there. I must have been 19 turning 20. But either way, I wasn't 21, so I missed the booze cruise, which would have been. I've still never been on the boat.
You know what? It's overrated.
Is it? How pricey is it? How much money do you think?
I think at the time we spent like $70. And it is all you can drink, but it's all you can drink for 2 hours. And then, I don't know. Like, it's fun. Like, if people come in town and it's like, let's all go do something. But I just...
No, yeah. I would love to... I still haven't been on a boat in Hawaii. Ever.
No way.
Never been on a boat there.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I mean...
I've been in the ocean like every day, but I just never boat. No boat.
Do you get seasick or anything?
No. Dude, I was boating all over Thailand, and I boated here. like yacht, or not a yacht, a flyer. Like I went to the Catalina Island on a boat, I guess.
How was that?
Dude, it's sick. I went for my brother's birthday.
What even is is it just like wineries? What even is it?
No, Catalina is just an island. And, well, it's not just an island, I shouldn't say that, but you can probably, like, if you look that way, you could see it. It's just, like, on the horizon back here.
Oh,
and
very cool.
It's right off the coast. It's about an hour and a half boat ride, if I'm not mistaken. And it's there's a town called Avalon, and then there's a town called Two Harbors, and I'm pretty sure that there's, like, a YMCA camp or just a Christian camp on there that a lot of people work at. They got ropes courses, zip lines. It's more of a tourist destination, I guess. But the town there, it's got a couple bars, and it was my brother's birthday, and we got pretty drunk. It was fun. It was a great time. And then they all came. We have 3-bedroom house, 6 dudes total were here that weekend, and there's 3 of us here. I don't know. Maybe there were 7 people total in the house. So we had some people camping in the yard. Some guy was sleeping in my truck. I built out the bed in the back, and it was a fun time. But Catalina Island, it's a hoot. I think you'd enjoy it.
I was just thinking of like Step Brothers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Isn't that what they talk about?
I'm sure they have wineries at I'm sure Step Brothers made that place blow up.
Yeah.
You know?
That is kind of crazy. Like me from the middle of nowhere being like, what's Catalina Island? Just some random island.
Right. And now it's just everybody knows what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it fun. My roommate actually worked on the boat. He still does work on the boat. He got a different job, but he puts in hours like a couple times a month, so he gets a good discount. So we all paid $20 round trip. It's pretty nice.
That is nice.
But yeah, I'd never been on a boat in Hawaii, so I that's a dream of mine, I guess. Maybe that's a bucket list thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to make that happen.
For sure.
I remember we're talking about memories that we have together.
Yeah.
I remember when you came to visit, that video you sent when we were at White Plains.
Yeah.
And like you and Serge were just like rolling like in the whitewash of the waves, just like eating it, like just like sand everywhere, just like rolling around. And I just remember like, this is how you play in the ocean. You guys know what to do.
Just eating it. I know this guy in Byron Bay on Instagram. I never met him, but on Instagram he was always boxing the waves, so he'd just stand up there and punch them, and that was his whole Instagram account. It's just some stupid stuff like that which just makes it fun. But yeah, just getting swallowed by a wave and giggling as hard as you can is nothing but the best feeling in the world, you know? White Plains, that was a good day. Was that your birthday?
Yeah, I think that was.
What
else did we do that day? Did we just like go out?
Your birthday's in August? What day in August is it?
Yeah, August 1st.
August 1st. Wow, that makes me think about, like, because I came and visited, but I couldn't tell you the days, but I was there for it. August 1st, I'll remember it. Do you remember my birthday?
No.
Exactly. We don't even remember our first time meeting each other.
You don't need to remember my birthday. That's fine.
Okay. Well, my birthday's June 22nd. So.
Oh, it's coming up.
It is. It's like College World Series, like in Omaha, Nebraska. It's like the best weekend ever. My birthday's a cherry on top, so I might go back for it.
What are you gonna do this year?
Are you
gonna go?
I might. I don't know. Financially, it seems like when you buy plane tickets for the College World Series weekend to Omaha, everything spikes. So I better buy them now, you know, if I do go back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe a little road trip. We'll find out.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. Where did you grow up, and where did your story begin as a baby?
So, I grew up in Missouri, St. Louis, just like suburbia.
Yeah.
I was the 4th child from my parents. And then, yeah, nothing.
Were you there up until like high school ended, and then you went to college?
Oh yeah. So I was in St. Louis, and then I stayed there. I went to high school, and then my parents ended up separating. I had 4 more brothers, so I come from a pretty big family.
Yeah.
And then after high school, I kind of moved out. Like, because I either went to college, and then in the summers during college, I'd go to Camp Birdman, and I just go back and forth.
That's kind of nice.
But,
All 4
I mean,
years.
it was
Or
good.
how many years of Erdman summers did you do?
I think 3. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Did you ever do an off season?
Yeah. No, I never did an off season. I just moved here after.
Yeah.
But I wish I would have.
Yeah. Well, you're there, so, and you're not working
Yeah.
for minimum wage, so probably, you know. You are a teacher, though. I'm sure it feels like it.
I actually quit.
Oh, yeah? You do tutoring,
I read to
right?
say that earlier when you said I was, yeah, I started tutoring full time.
I bet that pays better.
Yeah, I started my own like brand, my own business with it, and it's been great.
That's awesome.
It's really nice. I encourage every teacher to quit and start tutoring full time.
Nobody's teaching at school, just substitutes. Or they should I encourage the government to pay teachers better.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I take it back.
Yeah.
I encourage that one
Yeah.
first. But I'm saying you can't beat the system. So
When I lived in New Zealand, it seemed like teachers were getting paid the equivalent of like a low tier doctor. You know,
dude, that's how it should be.
in America, it's just the opposite. It's like your janitors are getting paid more at the school sometimes.
It's terrible. I was literally teaching kindergarten and working at Cheesecake Factory to supplement my income, and I was just like miserable.
Yeah.
And it's just so much stress. Like, I could go on and on and on about the education system and how, and they really like sell it to you as like you're doing like God's work, you know, you're shaping this country, like, and that's, I mean, you are 100%.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not paying my bills.
But they're not, yeah,
Like,
they're not contributing to your part of the country.
Like, I feel so stressed. I feel
Right.
so overwhelmed. Like, nobody...
You're a big
and,
impact
like,
on
it's
this country.
just-
They should, if they're saying you're the person, they should probably treat you better.
Yeah. And it just... I don't know.
Yeah.
I applaud teachers. I think teachers are amazing. I can't do it for my own mental health and everything.
My oldest cousin is a teacher as well. She just had a baby. She's doing pretty well.
Aww.
But she's like private. So the difference, I think she's public school. She was doing private school. Like, it just pays better in private school. I think that's, or worse. I don't really know. But some private schools, it's just
I think
weird.
Most
you know?
private schools pay more, but it depends where you live too.
Right.
I feel like in Missouri it's not like that, but here it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Very interesting.
And ultimately, even I'm kind of at the point in my life where like, even if they paid me more, like let's say they're like, come back and be a teacher and we'll give you like $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no. Like, I don't even care at this point. Like, I feel like it's not just the money that needs to change, it's everything about it. And like, ultimately, I just don't think we're meant to be working so much.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, I like working like only like 30 hours or less a week. Like, I don't want to be like
Go.
overexerting myself and then have like no time. Like, I would rather have a cheap car, a cheap place that I'm living, like barely buy clothes. Like, I don't care about the things I have. That's like, I'd rather just like tone down how much I'm making and just work less.
No, yeah, for sure. That, like, same. I've been working a lot of hours. I have cheap rent, but I have bills to pay. Like, I have a little loan that I gotta pay off, so I'm trying to work harder. But I agree, like, I shouldn't have these things in the first place. I shouldn't be worried about like how many hours. But I've also been traveling, so I have much more different situation. Like, I've not worked, but you know.
Oh, I mean, I have student loans. Loans. I'm just...
No, exactly. Like, we shouldn't have any of these, like, a minimum wage used to pay for a family of 4, and now it's hardly enough for a family, not even a family. Could never afford a family off minimum wage. But
Yeah.
it's crazy. But to move on, I was going to ask you what, like, your elementary school, like, you're a teacher, so what was your elementary school like, in your high school like, and, like, all that kind of stuff? as a teacher
It was good.
and as a child?
Like, I think that I have a different experience than a lot of people just because of how I was raised. In the sense that, like, I had teachers that I liked, but I honestly, like, dissociated a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't remember a lot of stuff. And I think about teachers that I liked, but, like, from elementary school, it's like I couldn't tell you anything about any of my teachers besides their names, and some of their names.
Yeah. What school did you go to?
High school,
What was it called? Your elementary school?
I kind of bounced around a lot. So I went to St. Justin's until 4th grade. Then I went to Long Elementary for 5th grade. 6th grade I went to Sparring. 8th grade I went to Truman. And then for high school I went to Lindbergh. And then sophomore, junior, senior year I went to Koryezu.
That's a lot of moving around for a child.
I know.
I lived in I lived in a lot of houses up until I graduated high school. A good more, like, you couldn't put it on one hand, but maybe two hands. But I stayed at the same school district. So I was, like, driving long distances. My dad always wanted me to stay at the same school.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value to that. Did you like that? Do you feel like you were really close with everyone?
Yeah, I didn't have to go out and make new friends and do all that, but I also feel like there's a pro and a con, like, to being in your situation, because at an early age you were exposed to being the new person, and at a later age in my life I feel like that first experience was somewhat college, but me moving to Camp Urdman was like, okay, I'm the new guy, but you've already been through that feeling, right? You're the new.
Yeah.
So I feel like I lost out in the aspect of, like, first being, like, putting myself in those positions, but I feel like I did a good job at that. But
you did great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, and going forward, I've been everywhere, like, there and back, and I feel like I've been doing pretty well at meeting people, but I feel like it's like now that's my learning process, you know, and I feel like it'll always be for everybody, meeting new people but, you know, it just started later in my life. But I really do appreciate having that childhood and that upbringing, being able to go to the same, like, school and stuff. I remember one time I was living at these apartment complexes in Bellevue, Nebraska, which was about a town over 30 minutes away from my school, and, like, my parents were, like, in and out of divorce, remarrying. I didn't know what was happening, like, separated. Then they got back together and we lost the house. And we were living in this apartment complex. My brother and sister, 1 year older and 2 years older than me, they could drive. And they'd go do things all summer long. And I was just in that apartment complex, and I was like, ugh. Like, just, like, little things like that. But I still went to the same school, and I'm super appreciative of, like, my friends' parents coming to pick me up, or my parents dropped me off at their place.
Oh, yeah. Just, like, building that community of, like, I don't know. Like, my boyfriend, he has friends from when he was, like, in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I have a couple, but it's, like, I wish, I don't know. Like, that's sticking through the long run. Like, I feel like that's really important for kids.
Yeah. All right. So I just asked you about elementary and high school, but I was thinking about just currently, what's the Halloween costume you wore last year, and what are you going to wear next year?
Great question. Me and my boyfriend joke about this a lot because we think about Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
And then we're like, why are we even thinking about this? We're not going to do anything. Because last year we didn't do anything. The year before that we didn't do anything. And we just... I didn't
do anything last year either. I did not. I was in Australia, but I went out to the bars, but I did not wear anything.
Our goal right now, though, is for this upcoming year, is that I'm going to be Princess Leia and he's going to be Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
Because we're, like, joking around about how they're, like, incestual in the movies.
Really? Well, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, it's funny. Because, like, Luke always has a crush on his sister.
Yeah. What was your favorite Halloween costume when you grew up? Like, something you had, like, throughout all your years in time, you have a favorite?
You know, I was a big Hannah Montana fan, and I was her for 3 years in a row.
Really?
As a kid. Like, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana. So I think that was my favorite, just because I loved her so much.
That reminds me of some rap song. Like, Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
You know, Hannah Montana.
There's that song.
That was you. That's funny. That's a good one. So how did you end up at Camp Erdman? Like, what drew you there? Like, I could tell, like, you could tell me or whatever. I'll tell you how I ended up there after, if you want.
Yeah, I honestly, since I was a kid, I always just wanted to be here in Hawaii. And after working at Camp Lakewood and, like, growing up, going to that camp, I just knew that there were other YMCA camps around, you know, the world. And I just, out of curiosity, was looking to see if there was one in Hawaii, and I found it, and I just applied for it and went for it. It was a bit scary because I didn't know anyone. I had no idea what I was... And, like, my camp director at the time in Missouri was like, I heard they have bed bugs. Like, I heard they have, like lice, don't go. And I was like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, why not?
I'm sorry.
It's Hawaii. And they did have bed bugs and lice. And
yeah.
And it was still worth it.
Everywhere.
Right.
Whatever. Not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
How did you end up at that?
Lou. Or, you know Lou?
Oh, yeah.
So I went to high school with them, and then we ended up, I went to work at Funplex as a lifeguard, which is like Omaha, Nebraska's only water parks and rides, and I lifeguarded there, and I'm just seeing their Instagram posting all these cool freaking things, you know, living in Hawaii, and I'm like, I want to do that. So I went and worked at the local YMCA in Sarpy County, Nebraska, where I'm from, and worked there for the entire winter season when Funplex is closed. And I applied. Lou was my reference. My boss at YMCA was my reference. I just interviewed with Isaac over the winter time and got the position.
I forgot Isaac was the director.
Isaac Brand, yeah. Isaac was our guy. Well, at least he was the guy that hired me, and I couldn't have been more thankful at the time, you know what I mean? And that's how I ended up there. But
very cool.
Yeah. It was a great situation.
That first feeling of getting hired and being like, oh my gosh, I'm about to go spend my summer in Hawaii. Like, this is going to be so fun.
Right?
That was such a thrill. Like, that was so exciting.
You remember how earlier I was talking about a coyote? When I walked out in my backyard, there was one standing in the back of my backyard. He is howling, not only like a block away.
Oh my gosh.
And now
that is actually so nuts.
There's like an ambulance going off on my left ear, and then in my right ear I hear the coyote being like responding to it. And it's so weird.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my car on.
Yeah, no worries.
That is kind of scary. Are you like scared right now about this coyote?
No, coyotes, they don't mess around or attack. But
okay.
It was a big coyote, dude. It looked like a wolf was walking around the backyard. So it was a little intimidating at first, but he immediately, as he saw me, he sprinted down this canyon behind me into the abyss. So it was kind of...
I don't think I've ever seen one. Do they have coyotes in like Missouri and stuff?
In Nebraska, we have like
Midwest?
coyotes and foxes, like hanging by the creek or something, or like down by the lake, just doing whatever they're doing, scavenging for some prey. And sometimes our cats like to run away, and so I kind of wonder like we gotta close the doors sometimes because the coyotes out here.
Yeah, that would be scary.
Yeah, but
are they your cats or are they your roommates?
I moved into the house, and a guy that used to live at the house, they're his cats, and then he left them behind, and then the other two roommates are kind of just like stragglers like I am and live in this house, and now it's the cat's house. The cat's it's technically one of my roommates claimed title to being their owner. If he ever moves, he'll take them, but it's just kind of like...
I feel like that's how it should be with cats. Like, they decide.
Yeah.
You know, they choose you. They choose where they want to be.
Exactly.
It's like you don't go get a cat. A cat gets you.
A cat does get you. That's the way it has to be. I mean, or you can get a cat if it's like... If somebody's like, hey, dude, this cat, I don't know what to do with it. You know? Oh,
no, I totally support going and adopting cats.
Yeah. There's just multiple ways you can end up with one. But pretty wild. If you could teleport back to the North Shore for just one afternoon in the summer of 2019, which specific spot at Camp Urban or activity are you finding yourself wanting to be in?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like Evening Leia, like,
Oh yeah,
our talent show.
that does sound
Like,
fun
just
right
being
now.
sitting and like watching the hosts be funny, watching everybody just like doing skits and being dumb, and like watching kids. Like, I love watching kids do a talent show and like looking back on some of our old campers doing some of their like dumb like
Balancing a
skits.
broom on his palm, dropping it like 20 times.
Yeah.
But everybody cheers him on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always my favorite part of the week.
Well, that's a great one to look back on.
What would you do?
Well, it probably would be. I don't know. There were so many different things I liked about it, but a lot of what I would love to go back to is hang out with the people I met that summer, because there's a lot of people I haven't spoken to since. And so go to the beach house or go to the beach house area down there on the end of camp and hang out on the
That's a good
shady
one.
tree, you know? The shady.
I didn't think about that.
But like, no, you had a great answer as well. Like, if I had to do something within the work day, it would probably be like, honestly, the lunch times were fun. Like when we were like doing KP,
Lunchtimes are fun.
I'd be like doing KP. I'd go back to that moment, like being the KP, the cabin that has to do KP, whatever.
That's so funny. You loved. I didn't love doing KP because I always worked with like the youngest girls.
Yeah.
And it's like you're kind of doing most of it when it's like real little young girls. But anytime it was all of us together, all camp activities where everyone got to like see each other and hang out, that was always the best.
Yeah. The reason I said KP is because like everybody would probably hate on that and that would not be something you'd go back on, but everybody would get their own little part and you'd like tell the kids like, hey, you're the broom one, you're like the sweep after one, you're like the one who has to be like, what is it, family style, say it's family style, or like one person at a time up from a table. Like everybody get their own little independent quote, and then we'd go through a little orchestra of like telling everybody the rules, and it just seemed like a fun thing to do right now. But yeah, that's my little part. As the resident art teacher that summer, what was like one craft or project that was a total hit, and you know, which one ended up as your favorite? Like the things you did as the art teacher.
I think I really struggled doing art teacher stuff because it was hard for me to be creative. Like I was never like trained to be an art teacher. So it's like constantly trying to think of new crafts and like learning different things to do. I would get like stressed out and I was like, I don't know what to do next. Like I loved doing tie-dye. That was always fun. One of the worst things we did was like I saw online about doing like, what is it called? I can't even think of the name, but it's like these concrete like stepping stones that you can put in a garden.
Oh yeah, and you could put
and,
little
like,
marbles
kids can
in.
like yeah, and I was like, this could be cute. Kids could like put their handprint and like write their parents' name or whatever, and then it just never dried. Like it genuinely never dried.
It was just
I don't
wet.
know if I did something. I think it's like the humidity in Hawaii or something, but it just was so wet and it never dried. And then the kids left, and I was like, well, like shit. Like we just did
They're
this
like, I can't wait to go
activity.
back next summer and see my artwork on the thing. I think the best thing you could do in that situation, like if you ever do it again, is just do a quick dry set where you make it all with dry concrete mix from the bag, and then you just get like a mist or a spray with the hose, like, and then like slowly just water it, kind of like grass, like a little shower.
See, I was unfamiliar with concrete. I didn't. I think I must have done something wrong.
No, you did it just fine. I bet the kids had a blast.
They probably had fun doing
Yeah.
it. And that's, and I'm saving parents from having to deal with trash. So
Yeah. Was that your favorite
Sorry.
activity you did? Like, is that something you'd Or is that
I think my
that was your
favorite,
least favorite sound?
was probably tie-dye.
Tie-dye?
Yeah, I just thought that was a funny story.
No, yeah, that's a good one.
The flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, tie-dyeing was always fun.
What's one of your favorite memories we made during that summer? Like, or any time that since we've known each other, like, we've done a lot outside of camp and post camp too. But what's like one memory that really hits home? Like, what's something, because I sent you a bunch of photos today just kind of get your mind like thinking, but there might have been other times.
I was really thinking of that White Plains day.
Yeah.
Like when we went to eat at 604 and then spent the day at the beach with Serge and Zoe and everyone and us just hanging out together. It was such a nice break.
Yeah.
It was just...
That's a good day. That's a good memory. I would say that is at the top of the tier for me as well.
Yeah.
What
about you?
I was on a whim that trip. I'm going to say, yeah, that was me. But I came out there on vacation. I saved up a bunch of money bartending in Nebraska. And I had like $8,000 probably. And I ended up coming home with like $3,000 because I should have just rented a car. But I would Uber from Camp Urdman to Honolulu to Camp Urdman to North Shore. Like just to see.
Oh my gosh.
I saw you, Steven, Callie, Dustin's house. Stayed at Drew's. Stayed with Mikey. Just... everybody under the sun let me crash and couch surf, so I was like, I'll Uber. You know? One time I was at Mikey's just for a fire, and he had to work the next day, and so I was like, all right, I'm just here for a little bit, and I'll Uber down to camp. But there was no Uber by the time I was trying to leave Mikey's house. And so he set me up a cot in a shipping container, and he's like, you can just crash right here. And then...
in a shipping container?
Yeah. He lives in a glamping accommodation, like a shipping container farm down the road from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like pretty close to camp. I got to know him through Steven. Steven made good buddies with him, but.
I didn't know there were like shipping container homes up there.
They're like. He works at a farm. And he lives there, and like, and he just whatever he buys and puts down on the property, that's his home. Like, it's like you could tent. Yeah. A lot of people built their own, like some guy at the same property, which really cool property, honestly. But some guy bought a 60 or like 30-foot long school bus and just parked it there, and it didn't run or operate. He just got towed, and then he just took out all the seats, built the bed. There was a lot of cool people. It was like a hippie accommodation. Me and Steven just went down there when we got bored.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, Mikey's a cool guy. He's got a good old setup. What in your young life, what in your childhood years, like, was your biggest fear? Like, mine was E.T. I was scared he was under my bed or on top of my bed. Like, when you were really little, what's something that gave you, like,
I like this.
A really scary feeling?
I think sharks.
Yeah?
Because we watched Jaws and, like, all those kind of movies. So it's like I would sit in my bed and I would think that there were sharks, like, in my, like my bed was a boat and the floor had sharks on it. And, like, so, like, when I would get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I would, like, run.
Yeah.
Or it's like we had a swimming pool and I was so scared that there were, like, sharks in the pool. So I couldn't get in the pool by myself. And I wouldn't vocalize any of this. I was just in my head having these rules for myself. Yeah. Like, oh, I can't.
Watch the sharks. The sharks are going to be around.
Which is
you see a fin coming through your carpet.
Yeah.
That's a scary
Which is ironic
one.
now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I am always swimming with sharks. I'm always surfing and, like, out there and there's sharks. But it's like, that's just a part of
That's a fear I haven't got over yet. That's a fear that I would probably put as my current biggest fear, like something like sharks or something. Yeah, probably more other things, but as a kid I was scared of a couple things, but E.T. was definitely top notch. How about, like, middle school? Like, you started getting more mature, you're like high school, middle school years, like, you know, was there anything like I was talking to Dustin about it, he said, like, the fear of other people not liking him or, like, being
what I mean? For
the classic one. But
I feel like I was definitely always trying to be cool. Like, I was always trying to, like, fit in.
Yeah.
And
same.
Like, prove myself
to the cool kids.
I don't know. Like, be good enough. Be, like, I don't know. Yeah, something along those lines. It's just what shapes like your core beliefs.
Yeah.
Of like feeling, or like me, like my core beliefs growing up, feeling like I wasn't enough or something like that. I feel like everyone at some level struggles with something.
Yeah, I totally get you. That's exactly how I feel like most of us have been through it. But I just thought of one on the spot, and it reminds me how stupid this sounds. Remember 2012? Like, the year's going to end in 2012.
Kobe? Was it?
No, it was like
Coney? Like Coney?
December 21st, 2012, the Mayan calendar was going to come to an end and the world was going to end.
Yeah.
A whole year went by, 2020 or 2011, and I was like scared to death.
You were scared?
Yeah, I remember looking at the full moon on December 21st out of my stairwell window, and I was like, dude, it's going to happen. Like, I hope my family's nearby. I want to be by my family. I was like scared to death of that.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I've gotten really into Hinduism.
Yeah.
And one of the things I've like learned is that the age that we're in of like humanity is like an age of just like messiness and fear and chaos. And it's like it's the age of people constantly thinking that the world's gonna end. Like that's a part of it. So it's like
that's a part of what in Hinduism?
It's not. It's like. I mean, I don't want to speak for all.
No, yeah, I don't blame you. I just was curious because I studied religion in college as best as I could. But
so I read a lot of books like about this like Swami that I really like and respect. I have read all of his books.
Yeah.
And one of his books talks about like psychic intrusions and like one of the things he talks about is like the era that we're living in as humans.
Yeah.
And that's part of the era that we're living in is like chaos and fear, and it's just a part of it. Like you just like you can't let it. I mean, obviously, I know.
I was in 8th grade.
But there's a lot of fear in the world.
I mean, even now, with like nuking Iran and Israel.
Yeah, there's always this.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's just
the world we live in, and I guess you know what? If we live in that era, it feels like it's accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always probably accurate, right?
What are we gonna do?
It's more eminent today with what we are able to do as human beings. It's kind of sketchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your biggest joy, like in those, say, like your, what were you most excited for? What would your parents be like? Oh, she loved like dancing or something. You know what I mean? What was it?
I loved my older brothers. I loved their attention and hanging out with them. I loved like the idea of living in Hawaii. Like I would make scrapbooks and talk about it, and I was kind of obsessed with it. That was like my thing.
Dang, from early on age,
I know. I know. When people ask me why, like, I moved here, I'm like, I don't know, I just wanted to. Like, I just... Yeah. I loved, swimming. I always loved being in the water. And food. I was always kind of a foodie as a kid. Yeah.
Well, those are good answers. Those are... Yeah. That's, I'm trying to think of what my most exciting thing was. Probably hanging out with, or riding my bike through the neighborhood or something silly like that. You know what I mean?
It's always like people. It's like I just wanted to see everybody.
Yeah. It's always nice. I had a big, it got cold, I'm sure, in Missouri, but it got cold in Nebraska. And like we would have like college football games and stuff on Saturdays, and everybody would have like a crock pot potluck party, and the whole strip of the neighborhood, everybody's garage was open. They had the TV blaring for the Husker game, and things like that got me excited because that means everybody was coming together. It wasn't even about football at that point as a kid. I didn't know what the heck was happening on the TV, but all the people were coming together. I really got excited for that.
Yeah, I like, even though I do not care at all about sports, sporting events are just so fun because like everyone's together, people are getting like amped up.
Sports.
Like, I don't care.
What's that?
Sports.
It's my daughter. You know the one, the meme on Vine. It was like the chick with her upside down sunglasses. She's dancing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
sports.
Football.
Yeah. Just a good time. No matter who you are.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest risk you think you've ever taken?
I do think I'm a bit reckless. Like, growing up, like, I feel like I wasn't scared of a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest risks I've taken was quitting my job. That was a bit scary. Just not knowing if I'd
Land on your
be
feet.
successful.
Yeah.
If I'd, go broke and have to go back to teaching, or I don't know. But I'm so glad I did it. And it's scary, like, when you have benefits, when you have stability, you have, like, a community. Like, I really did love my school that I was at, and I loved my coworkers, and it's not like I had a big issue with, like, my school. It was just more so everything about teaching.
Yeah.
So that was hard and scary. And
When you were a teacher, you came to Camp Erdman when I was working there as the maintenance guy.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And you came as when I was a tour guide. That was.
Yeah.
How did that feel going
I
back?
loved seeing you. That made me so, oh my gosh, it like made me so emotional. I loved it.
Yeah, it was crazy when I was just mowing a yard and I look over and I see you and I'm like, you don't work here, but you used to. Like, and you're just there, like,
Yeah.
as like a teacher. It was just a whole full circle moment for me. I was like, wow, this place, you connect with so many people.
I know, it really made me feel like going through life.
Yeah.
Like I have memories of Camp Erdman, but then it's like that feels so long ago, and I feel like I'm at a completely different point in my life.
Yeah, now you
So,
have
like, going
memories
back
of
there
being a
and
teacher, and then you have memories of
I
being now a
know.
tutor.
It's just
That is a big risk to
It's
take, to
crazy.
leave a job like that. But it seems like it's only working out better, And when you do things that you want to do and you put your passion into it, it's always going to pay off. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad it is for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I could go on and on.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Well, what's something the listeners that are listening right now would not know about you if they didn't ever meet you? Like, for the strangers out there on the block.
Like everything.
Yeah. What's something that's like, maybe my coworker in Australia dropped a saw on her foot and cut off all 3 of her toes. And
Oh my
we didn't
God.
know that until she took her shoe off. Just like something like that, Like, what's something that's interesting about you? It's super unique. She didn't have any toes, though. It was pretty nuts.
This is so hard. I don't know.
You're a pretty open book, huh?
I feel like I'm pretty open book. Like there's a lot, but
Well, there's a lot of
know.
questions that I've asked you, but I don't think I've hit, like I could even say, what's your middle name? That would be a good answer. Maybe they don't.
Nancy.
Yeah,
Nancy.
Marion, Nancy.
But I'm trying to think, like, where do I take this? Like, I could say, oh, I have an issue with, like, peeing myself. Like, that's something I struggle with. And I'm, like, a grown adult. And I have to,
No,
like,
it's okay. My roommate.
do
I
exercises
won't-
and do all this stuff. And I'm like, who? Nobody would know that if they were looking at me, talking to me.
My roommate peed himself
Or
when he
it's
drank the
like-
other day. It was hilarious. So, hey,
My
it's
gosh.
okay. You're not the only one.
You're not the only one. Or I could say, like, I don't know, I like love India and I love Hinduism and I've been there, and I like, that's what I'm like most passionate about.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everything goes back to like those core beliefs. But anything crazy like cutting off my toes with a chainsaw, I don't know about that.
It wasn't a chainsaw, but it was a saw, and she dropped on her foot. But yeah, that's an extreme. I don't even. It just rattled off my tongue. She's never even been on the podcast or said anything I might be speaking too soon for. But yeah, isn't that nuts? That's a crazy story. She's a crazy life.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
She married a.
Oh, well, my toes.
Oh,
sorry.
no, go for it. Your toes.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, one thing I've learned is that, like, growing up wearing shoes,
Yeah.
like, our toes are so, like, messed up.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, I always have toe spacers on. I'm always trying to do, like, feet exercises to try to, like, I don't know. So I can't imagine, like, cutting off some of your toes and having that kind of damage. Like, what that would do with your balance. And
I think, like, a foot's meant to look like a flipper, like a paddle that you use in the ocean. But it's, like, curled so inward with shoes on the toes.
Yeah. Or, like, my toes, like there should be, like, spread out, and my toes are like
some room to breathe in between. Like you could pray with your toes, like put your hands together, like your toes together.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean, like, we've evolved from monkeys and apes and stuff. Like, they have hands for feet. We've just been putting them in boxes, little containers, our whole entire evolutionary track since I don't even know how long we've had shoes. How long do you think we've had shoes?
I don't even know. My boyfriend, he never, like, wore shoes. His toes are so great. And, like, when he's climbing on rocks and, like, just walking on rocks, like, he can just, like, walk so much better than I can. And I'm like, I feel like it's because your feet are stronger.
Oh,
like, your feet.
He's got calloused foot. Some calloused foot.
Like, I'm like, I need to strengthen my feet.
Yeah. What's one accomplishment you've had recently that I might not know about? Something you're proud of.
I've been able to pop up on a short board, which I'm pretty proud of.
Oh, yeah?
That was a big hurdle for me, like, is learning how to ride a shorter board. And JC just made me a board that's a lot shorter than what I'm used to, and I'm having a hard time with it. But I'm proud of myself because I can at least pop up on it. Like, for the longest time, I was using my toes to help me push up.
Yeah.
So I needed a board that was longer where my toes could be on the board. And then I started riding boards where my feet were hanging off. And I was like, I don't know how to get up if I can't use my feet to help me. But then so I was practicing repeatedly, popping up. And I started doing, like, HIIT workouts and, like, all this kind of strength training to try to just get more, like, fit.
Yeah.
And that's helped me.
You said JC? His name's JC?
Uh-huh.
I've met him in passing, I feel like, at a restaurant or here and there, like, but I've never actually got to meet him. I feel like he'd be a great guy for me to meet at some point.
Yeah, he's great.
He surfs, right? Big surfer.
He builds surfboards. He shapes them.
Dude, no way.
His own.
My roommate, the room I took over here in California, he just moved to Pupukea, and he's doing the same shit up on the North Shore.
Very cool.
But
exciting.
Yeah, JC. I gotta meet JC with a name like me, JP. I met him, but it's always just been like a quick handshake. I'm going this way. You guys are going that way. Just like a small Haleiwa town. You're walking Bill or going to, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to meet him.
He's great.
So he shapes boards, and he's been teaching you how to pop up on a surfboard?
Well,
what you're most proud of recently? Like it popping up? That sounds tough, dude.
Because that was really hard, and I really felt like, oh, I can't do this. Like, I'm like, how the hell do you guys do this? I can't.
My high school wrestling coach said can't is the most powerful word in the English dictionary. If you use it, it can be very powerful. And I know. Once I heard that, and he said the second most powerful word that you use is saying the word try. It says try to eliminate those from your dictionary. And I've like lived by that model.
I haven't heard that. I like that.
Like instead of I'll try,
instead
of like I'll try, just be like I'll do it. Because then you're like putting yourself, you don't give yourself the opportunity to fail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just something I thought. But yeah, I've never been able to surf that well. I've gone and stood up probably like 5 times and then flopped like within a little bit after. But I had a little spooky scare in the beginning of it. I crashed and burned pretty bad and almost died. I felt like no way. I was like, Camp Urban had like lifeguards do the surf camp and like be the guy out there. I did great there.
So you did it at Chun's?
I went to Chun's. I did great. It was like 3 feet. And then Morgan Gerber, Drew, and Steven, and all these people, they were like, oh, we have a big swell coming in today. And to me, it looked like it was like 12 feet, or at least as tall as like the ceiling in my house. like when I was out there on the board, and it was my second time, and
you were just outside at camp.
I was just outside at camp with all the reef and stuff, and I smacked down my foam board. My Costco board snapped in half like immediately, and then I was stuck underwater for.
Oh my gosh!
And then right as I popped up, the next wave came in, and I was down underwater for like a minute again, and I.
That is so scary.
I know all the locals on the shore. They like help me in, and they're like making sure I'm okay. I'm like, don't call an ambulance. I got no money, but I'm good.
I know. That would have been me.
Yeah.
They should not have had you go out there.
They didn't have me.
That's
I
scary.
said, you guys are going, I'm going. Because I did surf camp last week or something.
I did surf camp. I've surfed once.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Exactly. And that was like the worst day I could have ever and that kind of gave me fear of sharks. It gave me a fear just because I was like almost felt like I was going to be unconscious underwater.
Oh.
And I just thought about dying and drowning, and I was like,
it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. Like, just because since I've been trying this board, I'm having a hard, my goal now is to learn how to duck dive.
Yeah.
And it's hard because it's like the consequences of not duck diving a wave that's coming at you is eating shit. So it's like while I'm learning, it's like I'm just constantly eating shit. And then it's like in order to catch waves on this board, it's like I have to get waves that are steeper and that are bigger. And it's like and that's harder within itself. And then it's like there was like one day where it's like I just got like sucked under, like pushed under. And I know I'm fine. Like I'm a good swimmer and like I know to stay calm. But I was underwater for so long. I felt like I was gonna die. And I'm like, and then like it scared me. Like I was like shaking.
It's like
and I was like out there, and JC comes up to me and goes, "Hey, try like not letting go of your board next time." And I was like, "You little."
You're like gassed from all the paddling.
Like I better go back in.
It's like a day at Waimea where it's just a little large, and you're just like out there, just getting smacked by a wave. My mom went out there. She came and visited, and she was like, we had to save her. We had to pull her in. She was.
No way.
Yeah, well, she was all right, like lifeguard status wise. Like lifeguards didn't need to come over, but me and like my brother were like getting her in because the waves were yanking that day. So we had to make sure she didn't get sucked out.
No, the ocean is no joke.
No, it ain't. You always hear about people on vacation coming, and then all of a sudden just
people like get taken out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a nice way to say it. I was trying to say in a nice way. People get hurt and die all the time. Like visitors from just walking on the beach, just being too close to those waves.
It's nuts. How's Bill doing? Your dog?
He's good. He's really happy.
Yeah?
He likes living where we are. It's just nice being like in a home.
Did he come from Missouri?
And being... Yeah.
Wow, that's such a... How old was Bill when he moved to Hawaii?
He was... I don't know. But he's 9 now. So he's older. Yeah.
He's doing well. 9's not that old.
Yeah.
Not even double digits.
Yeah, but he is a bigger dog. So his
True.
lifespan is like 13, 15 years. So...
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he's healthy.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Is there any song you've been humming to recently? Like anything like, the other day in the shower, for example, I was humming Carry On My Wayward Son. There'll be peace when you are done. I was like, just like, and I caught myself doing it, and I was like, man, I feel like that'd be a good question to ask people. Like, what's a humming song, maybe?
You
Something
know
catchy.
what gets stuck in my head are those damn like TikTok, Instagram reel viral clips.
Yeah.
That are like what was one like the one like New York. Like I
Welcome
don't even
to
I
New
can't
York.
even
Dude, that one?
No, it's not even a song. It's like a
New
like a
York.
phrase that there's
Concrete jungle
like,
where dreams are something like that.
Yeah, it's not a song though. It's just like it's like those words and phrases of like that go viral. Those get stuck in my head and I can't even say it. I'm just like saying New York.
Yeah. Just it's like a tick almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. That's fun. I feel like that's where like our brain's gonna like like you save music in your brain and like you haven't heard a song for years and years and years and then like boom it plays every lyric. I feel like kids nowadays in the future maybe are gonna have that stimuli, I guess, because that's what music's been like for us. It's been like a stimulus, but for kids it's gonna be like a Vine or a TikTok or a Reel or a YouTube short or whatever.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
I honestly have those too already in my life, like that kid that gets hit in the head with a basketball and goes, yeah, you know. Just little things like that.
Oh my gosh, that's so old.
I know, right?
I love it. Oh my gosh, Vine used to be so good. R.I.P.
If you were a cat, because there's a lot of cats at Camp Birdman, I wrote this down. Mm-hmm. How would you meow? And how would you meow?
I don't know.
I'd be like, the way I'm talking is how I would meow. Just meow. It's very casual, you know? I feel like you can't change much about it. I wrote that and I was like, I wonder if I asked that to people and if like they'd change their demeanor. Like if they'd give it a little meow. You know what I mean? But that's why I wrote it.
I was thinking more of like a hiss. I'm like, I'll just hiss at people.
Oh yeah? You'd be like, don't
like
fucking come to my space. This is my spot.
Don't.
Got your own little perch.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite bird or tree?
My favorite bird. Myna birds?
Myna bird, what's that?
They're these birds. They're like black. They're smart, and I like the way they sound.
I'll have to watch a video on one of them later. That sounds fun.
Honestly, I kind of like pigeons.
Yeah?
No, you know what? Ducks. For sure, ducks.
Ducks? I've never even looked at a duck or never thought of duck after bird. But they are a bird. They're good. That's a good bird.
Ducks are actually really cute, and they're really sweet, and they're way more friendly than other ducks.
And their tweet is a quack. It's kind of they got a little.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice. They got a unique little sound to them.
They're cute. Ducks are really cute. I remember I was eating something outside, and there was this duck in this pond. It was right by Jimmy's place.
Yeah.
And the duck was just hanging out with us, me. It was just me. And the duck was just next to me. You know what? Probably wanted food.
Yeah.
I don't care. I was just oh, this cute duck. It was just following me around and hanging out.
That's cool.
I was I get the appeal. They're sweet.
Yeah, I love a duck. Anaheim Ducks. They play hockey here. I've been a big fan. And then do you have a favorite tree? Mine's the Canary Island date palm. I didn't even know what it was called until yesterday. I just took a photo of it. And then I showed it to my roommate who works at a nursery. Or used to. He's like, oh, dude, that's a Canary Island date palm. And I was like, that's my favorite. It looks like a pineapple and then a palm tree. It's the specific way you cut it, though. It makes it look like a pineapple.
That's pretty cool. I want to see a picture of that.
Yeah, they were all over the Ocean Alley concert I went to in Melbourne when I lived in Australia. And they were just at this beachfront property. And I was like, that's my favorite tree. There's probably cooler trees, but redwood's cool. I like redwood.
I like these palm trees. I don't know what they're called, but they're super skinny. They almost look like the trees from Lorax, but they're palm trees.
Like a little puff ball at the top?
Yeah, it's leaves, but they just look tiny and skinny. I don't know. I think those are cool.
Are those the ones that were just a regular palm? And remember how tall and skinny those ones are by sunset, and all the coconut rhinoceros beetles were killing them? You know what I mean? Are they similar
not that
trees?
Big. They're not as big as palm trees.
How tall do you think they would be?
I don't know. A quarter the size of palm trees.
Yeah.
Half. I don't know. Yeah.
Interesting. I would like to look that up. It's just, do you know the name?
I just see them sometimes.
Take a photo and send it to me at some point.
I will. Next time.
Next time. If you're ever looking at one and think of me, I will gladly take a photo of whatever said tree. And I'll send you a photo of the tree that I'm talking about. The tree it's sweet. If you're ever interested. Once you send it to me, I will send you it back. Because I'll probably forget. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your 5-year goal, your 5-year plan?
Um, Kind of exciting. So hopefully 5 years by now, me and Jay, we're trying to figure out, and we go back and forth with this because a part of us doesn't even want to spend the money. We're living at we have like his grandparents' house,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to, like demolish it and build like a tiny home just because the house was like kind of bust up. There was like termite damage and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Well, tiny home sounds awesome. That's a great start.
so we think about doing that, but then it's like, that just costs money and like
Yeah.
we're okay living how we are. Like, so hopefully maybe that in 5 years. I also see us getting married sometime soon, within a couple years.
Still being in Oahu and
And
stuff? Like 5 years from
oh,
now?
for sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured. Just had to check.
And then definitely, hopefully in 5 years, I can ride this board. That's the goal. The
Yeah.
goal is to be able to do better on a shorter board. Like like pretty bad on this board. I need to get better. I need to learn how to duck dive. I need to be able to catch better waves. And hopefully, like, I want to get to the point where it's like where me and him can go surfing and he doesn't have to help me as much. Like, he doesn't have to tell me which waves to go for, where to sit, or like we can just have more fun together
Yeah.
out there. I know he loves me and he doesn't care,
But
but
you just
that's
want to
just my
improve
own.
as a person. Yeah,
I
totally.
just want to,
100%.
but also in 5 years, I definitely want kids. So that would put a damper in my, you know, getting better at surfing is getting pregnant. That would make it harder.
Yeah, maybe it would balance you out, though. You ever seen the guys that they're like big old belly surfer dudes? Like, I remember
Yeah.
back in the day, they had like some big old belly beer drinking surfer dudes like on posters and some like bars down there in Waikiki. And it was like, it, you kept their weight going forward, but so they could lean back a little bit. I don't know. Maybe pregnant could be like a benefit. I'm just poking the bear with it, you know?
Yeah. I think I think though when you see bigger people surfing, I think that they learned when they were younger or they
Mm-hmm.
learned, like like once you learn how to do it and you learn the skills of popping up and like your body can figure out how to like do all that stuff, I feel like it's okay to like gain some weight or get out of shape because your body still knows how to do everything. But like for me, it feels so foreign to me and
That's a good point.
it's like I
Yeah.
need to be like in good shape to help
Yeah.
me. And also it's like if I like for example with duck diving, I don't want to it's almost kind of like a danger of like if I'm not good enough at surfing and I'm pregnant, like I don't want to
Yeah.
accidentally have the board hit my stomach or get myself in a
Yeah,
sticky
yeah, yeah.
situation where it's like
100%.
now I can take it, like I'm fine, you can throw me
When
out
you put
there
it
and I'll
that
be
way,
okay.
yeah, when you put it that way, there's a living being or involved that probably doesn't know it's surf. Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
consent with that little surf. Well, he's surfing now. You could technically, if you went out there, that technically they're surfing.
yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
cool. What would you do if you won the lottery? What would be your goal? Like, or what would you like? Say you win like, let's say $2 million, $200 million. I don't know.
200 million, okay, that
Okay,
changes things.
okay, 2 billion. So you
2
got two.
billion.
Say you got 2 billion. What are you doing?
First of all,
Yeah.
I'd quit my job, I'd pay off my student loans, I'd pay off all of my family's loans, like my sister's student loans, my brother's student loans. I would, billion is a lot of money. I think I
I
would
know.
pay for college for all of the students I've ever taught.
Wow.
I think, like, I would keep enough money where I can just live off of it for the rest of my life frugally, like buy a house, whatever, pay it all off. Like,
Would you get an accountant?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Same. I would totally.
Um, but then I would, anything that I don't need, I would give it away to people. Like, I don't know who exactly, but
No, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I know what you
yeah.
mean. Like you'd want to donate to the I would want to donate to like charities that I feel are like valuable. Like some like charity like that I know the guy and like we became friends and now they run a charity. Like how cool would that be? Be part of that. Having the money, having the like the ability.
Or, I mean, honestly, like, sometimes I've become quite, wait, you're frozen. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
I become quite like distrustful of, I don't know. I feel like we have been lied to by so many different companies and so many different like agendas that it's hard for me to trust to just give all my money to a charity. Like I feel like I would rather
Yeah.
buy houses for people here that need them. Like I would buy houses for like everybody in JC's family or like um my students' families or things like that. It's like
Yeah.
helping like local families be able to buy property in Hawaii. Like that's what I would put my money towards, I think.
That's an awesome answer. Maybe like I by charity I when I said that I meant like somebody I knew, some small local thing.
Yeah.
Not like a
Yeah.
Walmart or Hoops for Heart or you know what I mean? Nothing like that.
Goodwill.
Yeah. Yeah, give it to the give all my money to the Salvation Army and hope for the best. It'd be nuts. Salvation Army would be like, sick paycheck, dude. Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, the Salvation Army does a lot, but I'm just throwing off a random entity like Walmart. Like, give all your money
Mm.
to some guy where I work now. I work at this country club I was talking about, and I guess 4 years ago, one of the members donated $10,000 to each employee. Just gifted them $10,000
That's
each.
amazing. That's so nice.
I know. I was like, man, these guys are
That's
rolling in it.
how it's so messed up.
I would love to
I
be
mean,
in those.
that's really nice, but that's those people that have billions of dollars and all that kind of stuff is
Right.
just
It feels
crazy.
like there's got to be a reason behind it, like
What
your
do you need
tax
that much
write
money
off,
for?
or
Like,
why are you giving
what?
that much money away either at the same
Oh,
time?
yeah.
You know, like what's
Yeah.
the reason? Like what you I wouldn't just maybe you just
For
had a good
sure,
heart,
tax write-off. Yeah.
right? What's realistically next on your bucket list? Like there, or let me ask it this way: what do you want to do in your life that might seem like far fetched, and then what's realistically next on your bucket list that you can actually accomplish for sure? So two answers, one question.
Something that seems far-fetched, like,
Like go to the moon or something. You know, it's far fetched, but it'd be cool. Or
I
go to
mean,
outer
honest,
space.
I would not want to go to outer space. That would scare me.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, but I'm just throwing out ideas.
I mean, I know like my life revolves around surfing. I really think that being able to ride like shorter boards and surf the way my boyfriend does and be able to like keep up with him and his friends seems to me impossible. That seems like it feels so far-fetched for me.
Yeah,
Um so I think that would be like if I could do anything or like anything in the world, it's like that's what I would want to be able to do. That would be like my biggest wish.
yeah.
Um Something that's realistic is I feel like I'm saying the same thing. Just to be able to duck dive this and just be able to catch
Yeah.
super waves and handle a little bit more nuts than out of my comfort zone.
No, that's a good answer. Like, hey, you're just backing up what you said earlier. That's you're holding ground. I like it. That's a
Yeah.
good bucket list thing.
I want to go back to India at some point. I went there to study, like I wanted to learn about meditation and I wanted to learn about like Ayurveda. Um, but while I was there, I learned that yoga is so important to meditation.
Did you go there
And
during
that's
college?
just like last year or 2 years ago,
Oh yeah. How long were you there?
like a month.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. I just stayed at an ashram and I did like a panchakarma detox thing.
And I went there because I was reading these books and I've been getting into like Hinduism, and I just know how important it is. Like our mind is our enemy, and like how important it is to learn how to control our thoughts and learn how to
Yeah.
meditate. And I felt like I was really struggling with that skill. And so I wanted to learn and just like completely immerse myself in it and just do it. And what I learned is that it's incredibly hard to just sit there and think of nothing for like an hour.
Oh,
And
100%. I'm always a
but
mile a minute with my brain.
but that's why we do yoga, is to help us focus in our thoughts on like how our body's moving, and like the different like asanas help us like clear our mind. And like through yoga, that's helped me with all that kind of stuff. And so I would want to go back to just learn more about like to do a yoga teacher training. Not because I'd want to be a yoga teacher, just because I want to commit to that and just do that.
Yeah, that'd be a nice way to live. There's like a lot of different career paths. Yoga would be such a chill one. But I was thinking about like obviously I want to work at the radio station and stuff. That'd
Mm-hmm.
be awesome for me to do. But there's just so many other jobs. I was thinking about how people work at my buddy. He has a $250 gym membership a month, and like I was just
Mm-hmm.
thinking about the people that work there. Their whole entire passion is working out and staying fit, and then they get paid to do it now. Like what a career!
Yeah.
And you can really do whatever you want,
That's
realistically.
why that's what I think about. Like when me and Jay talk about having kids, it's like I honestly don't even want my kids to go to college. Like I don't want them
Yeah.
being like little rats in this rat race of just working your ass off and being stressed out and in debt and all this stuff. It's like I want them to be able to live at home with us forever and not have to worry about that stuff and just do whatever
Would
makes them
you homeschool?
happy. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you're. I mean, at this point, you're teacher now tutor. Might as well.
Yeah.
A kid living in that situation. One, though I have two different. I have like two different views on it. One, you don't have a lot of friends, but two, you have a lot of free time and a lot of growth, and you can experiment and learn your own way, not in a classroom or a desk. But I feel
Oh,
like
for sure.
the school is what brought me most my friends at the same time. So it's like it's a give and take, a push and pull. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah,
for some reason, I'm just not worried about that. I
yeah.
feel like because,
You bounced around a lot of schools and you made it around, worked it out.
yeah, like I know that's a real fear, but I also think that homeschooling is just way more normalized here. And there's so many kids that are homeschooled here. And it's like, I would want to create like a homeschool group and then make like money being able to do that too. And then like through that, I can kind of pick and choose the different kids that I would let in my group that would be my kids' friends. And then it's like, and we'll go surfing. There's like a whole community of homeschool surfers. There's like,
That'd be cool.
I'm not
That'd
too
be
worried
awesome.
about that. I don't know.
Yeah, you could be the
I
you
maybe
could
I
be
should
like the
be.
local as a tutor, you could be like we'll take on like other kids into the classroom. Like another school or a family that doesn't want to send their kids to public or private school, they could just send them to
Yeah.
you.
Oh
And
yeah.
you that
That's
could be an easy job for you going into like your later years, especially after having a child.
yeah.
What's giving, creating, or bringing you the most peace right now in life?
Um hmm, probably yoga. That really helps calm me and center me.
Yeah.
Like if I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling nervous or anything. It's
Do you
like
have a
just
set
silencing
like
my mind.
do you have a time of the day where you're like, this is yoga hour?
It used to be the morning. I'm kind of struggling it with it right now, adjusting to living with Jay because he he just like I always joke like I can't be anywhere for 10 minutes without him walking in there and like because he just like wants to hang out with me. So it's like if I
Yeah.
start doing yoga, he's just like, "Hey." I'm like, "Get out of here." Like I'm trying to it's
Tight
harder.
space.
Yeah.
It's kind of like camp, tight spaces, you know?
Yeah,
Sounds
so I
like
have
you're in
to
your
wait for
car.
him to like go off to work.
Yeah.
But I used to do in the morning. That was my time.
Yeah,
But
heck
now
yeah.
it's like afternoon. Yeah.
What type of car are you driving? What is that?
It's a Corolla. I just got it this year. Um, It's nice. I love it. I just, my old car was having issues, and I'm like, why do people spend so much money on cars? I just want like a reliable car that's not gonna have a lot of gas
Yeah.
mileage that I can just like pay off and then have it forever, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I I just dropped $400 on my stereo yesterday, which was kind of a stupid decision. But I have a backup camera now, and my radio before didn't even have like an aux plug-in or no Bluetooth. It was just one, two, three, four presets, AM and FM. So it
Hmm.
was due time. But I hear you. Like why buy a very nice, pricey vehicle when it just deteriorates in value? Like once it's driven off the lot, especially a brand new vehicle.
Yeah, yeah.
I drove my truck here from Nebraska when I got back from
Nice.
Australia. It was a great little road trip, but
It was
it
fun.
needed a new radio, so I had to do it. But yeah, Toyota Corolla, huh? Brand new? How long ago?
It is brand new,
Oh, it is.
but
Straight off the lot?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no.
But I wanted to, like I was thinking about
Yeah.
getting a used car. And I'm like, well, if I'm gonna spend the money, I might as well just get the new one to make it last longer. Like that's all I'm thinking about is how long is it
Yeah.
gonna
You got a
last?
you got a Toyota Corolla, so that thing will last. So
Yeah,
you chose the right route. You didn't get like a Hummer. Good
yeah,
on you.
dude. Especially with these gas prices, I'm like, what is wrong with the
Yeah.
world? It's like, is there
Right.
any? I don't know. It's just so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me.
Is there anything that I should have brought up so far that you were expecting? Like, did we ever have a disagreement? I had a podcast with somebody a long time, oh, probably like a couple weeks ago, and they were like, "I wish you brought up the question of did we ever have a disagreement?" And I was like, "Oh, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
me and
we
you ever.
have.
No, I don't think so." But yeah, is there anything that you wish I might have brought up to this point?
Um,
Something you
Nothing
wanted to
I
like
can
shine
think
light on?
of. I do want to say, like, one of my favorite things about you, like, I remember at camp, is not necessarily a specific memory, it's just how positive you are. And, like, I always, like, looked up to how you could just, like, enjoy any moment, like, anything.
Yeah,
You were
thank
always
you.
so smiley, always so, like, no, this is great. Everything's great. And I'm like, you're right. Why am I even worried about this other thing going on in my?
Yeah. Yeah, like thank you. Appreciate that. I try to live my day to day. Like I was talking to my coworker 2 days ago. His name's Ismael Diaz. But everybody
Mhm.
calls him Mamas. I don't know why. They all just speak Spanish and I'm just along for the ride. Like they call me UPS. It's JPS or JP. They call me UPS because it's better than me being Ice. That's their joke. That's the
Oh my
new guy.
gosh.
Like good thing he's not Ice. He's just like UPS driving down the road. That's like their fun little joke they have with me. But he was telling me, he's like, me, every day is a good day. You will never have me have bad day. And I was like,
Wow.
dude, no way, me too. Like I was like, we
Me
were,
too.
and then he started like dancing, and he's like a 56-year-old guy, and he's just like dancing. And he's like, you ever salsa? He was like in the lunchroom salsa, and all the coworkers were like, hey! It was like, man, that guy's not lying. He actually has a great day every day, and he's like, every time I see him, smile on his face, and
That
that's
is
just like,
so
it's just a
classic.
lifestyle. Like somebody could shit in your bowl of cereal, and you could just go pour another bowl. You know what I mean? That's just the
No,
little things don't matter. It's the grand scheme of how you treat
I feel
yourself
like it
too.
it took me a long time to learn that, to like disconnect
Yeah.
like feelings and just like accepting, you know? Like not
Oh yeah.
everything
I
is
get
just
pissed
like
off
this
though.
is
Still,
just
I'll have my moments.
no, but it's like what you're saying. It's like something bad could happen, something terrible could happen, and you just have to accept it. Like, okay, like why? But yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I appreciate you telling me that. It makes me feel good. It feels like I should continue being more authentic in myself. Sometimes in life, people give you like uh backlash and negativity towards the positivity that you try to bring because they're having a rough day and they don't need it right now. And I get that
Yeah.
sometimes from certain people that that just interact with in my day to day, and sometimes I take that to heart, and I'm like, am I being too much right now? But yeah, comments like what you're saying right now are exactly why I reflect on moments like I just explained, and still feel like it's necessary to be a positive force in this world, I guess. The best way I
Yeah.
could put
You
it.
can't match other people's energy. You got to keep your own energy.
Yeah. But if somebody else is more happy than you can definitely try to
But
match that.
yeah, that's true.
You know? Yeah. Do you have any questions for me? I feel like I've hit every single thing I've written down to the best of my ability. Oh, I did write uh if you were to start a brand new business tomorrow, not tutoring, not surfing, well, could be surfing,
Mm.
but what would you sell, solve, build, or service?
Um, I mean, I did start my own business with tutoring, and I plan on doing the homeschooling business.
But if you had to
I
stray
feel like that's
away,
kind of my
something
big
brand new.
thing. You know, I think I would do something with food.
Yeah,
Like,
what's that? What's your specialty?
that's the thing though, is I'm not like I feel like JC's the cook, but we're both like foodies and we both just like love to eat and we always
Yeah.
talk about like what we would do or
Well, maybe you could do the
like
branding.
yeah, like I mean I could help out. Like I could still help cook. It would just be hard for me to like create all these recipes or something.
You could be the product and you could be the marketing type of deal, like a
Yeah.
family business. Well, that'd be a cool little thing. Like you start your own donut shop or something,
Yeah, I think we would do like a
coffee shop.
bakery. Like we like
Yeah.
making pizzas. We have a pizza oven and we like making like bread.
Dude, you should make some meat pies. When I was in Australia and New Zealand, they put like all sorts of like chicken or carne asada or ground beef and they cheese and onions and they just put it in the same breading a pie would have without the pie, and it's so good. It's just ridiculous. I think that would be a great bakery addition. You'd sell out.
I'm
If I was in
I'm
town, you guys
actually
would go, you guys would be rich.
I'm actually pescatarian now, so I don't eat
Well,
meat.
well, you could make a fish pie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Those are
tuna
good?
tuna pie. Yeah, everything's good in a pie. Just bread. It's like a
That's actually
Mexican
such a
food.
good
You
idea.
throw it into a tortilla and it's just good. That's just how Mexican food works. So,
And I feel like anything new, people love that. Like different cuisines, different like
yeah,
ideas.
the pie
Yeah,
bakery,
that's
the
a great
JC
idea.
and Marion pie bakery, the Mosby and JC pie bakery. I don't know something.
But we could do pizza pies, we could do meat pies, fish pies.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you're pescatarian. You just don't eat it.
Yeah, we could still do it.
You can still sell. You can still profit, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good. I like a bakery. That's a good one. Michaela and I want to start our own like little tiny commune. Not commune. Commune is a tough word. I would say like campground, but people can stay longer than a week or longer than a night. Like they could rent it out and live there if they wanted, and they could work there too.
I
Um,
love that.
that's an idea that we've had, and we were thinking about having like a little. Maybe I'd put a little golf course on there because I've been working at this. I think that'd be cool. Just be like the guy. I would want to do grounds. Like my position would be like I'm gonna take care of the property, all the maintenance, everything like that, and Michaela handles customers and like whatever. I could help with marketing or whatever, but that would be the our
That
small
would be so
business,
fun. I would
right?
definitely come and visit.
And she would want it to make like an eco like education center. Like she loves working outdoors with kids and like teaching them things. And so kind of like, like a state park would have like a teacher. She would be like the teacher of the land and the local
Yeah, I
species and
love
like
it.
the garden.
You guys got to make it happen. Like I feel like if
Oh
there's
yeah.
one thing that I've really like learned is just like invest in yourself and just send it,
Yeah.
you know? Who cares if you fail?
We'll try our best. I think with I think actually we will do our best. I'm going to use my high school wrestling coach's rules to attest right there. I said try, and I don't mean to. We can, we can do it. We won't try. Yeah,
Because that's I feel like that's the trick to freedom is like starting your own small business and being able to
of
just
course.
live
Yeah,
off of that. So you don't have a boss, you don't have like, you know, you can do things how you want to do them.
Yeah. Well, do you have any questions for me? I That's the one question I forgot was the business question. I always like asking that one, but yeah, I was just curious if there's anything that you maybe wondered about me for the past whatever how long it's been since I
I
visited
don't
you.
know. I feel like we've caught up a ton. Um, yeah, I'm excited. I love watching all of your adventures. Like, how was, I was meaning to ask how Australia was.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was there for about 6 months, lived in Byron Bay, the most easterly point. It's kind of like Haleiwa. Everybody in Australia, when I left Byron Bay, said that that's their vacation spot. They try to go there once a year. Like anywhere across the country, they were all like, "Oh, that's awesome." And that's where I ended up to start. So it's kind of really a unique situation for me to be in people's favorite spot in Australia to start my adventure. And then I went and did the whole entire East Coast road tripping and stuff with me and Michaela, and we house sat and we did a bunch of just fun adventures, and it was a hoot. And I would still be there right now if it weren't for some marriages. Like a lot of marriages were in the weddings, and they're back to back to back, and round trips
Dude, it is
pricey.
wedding
I know. Wedding
wedding
season.
season, wedding era of our lives. So
I
many weddings.
know. Especially at our age, it's like you have to go at our age because they're all the people you know.
Yeah, I feel like
No
I can't
excuse.
say no. That is the hardest part of living in Hawaii is like these weddings. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the only reason I go back to the mainland now is to go visit for weddings.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like there's really maybe like Christmas, maybe. Sometimes
Yeah.
I just when I lived there, I just stopped going back for Christmas because well, one, I was broke. I was working at Camp Birdman. But two, it's just like such a long flight. But weddings, like it's like you gotta go. Like
You got
so
you gotta
there's
go.
only one wedding. There's multiple Christmases, you
Yeah.
know? Um well, I don't really have anything else for you. I appreciate you coming on and
Yeah, thank
doing
you
the
for having
pod.
me.
Like I said, I'm just trying to build a portfolio and I'm glad you're part of that and forever ingrained into the Bring Your Own Lawn Chair community.
I love this. I'm glad we could talk more and like do this together. You've been a great host.
Well, thanks, Marion. You've been a great friend. So I'm gonna plan on coming out there in hopefully this summer. I was talking to a couple friends there that I
Oh,
might
no way.
come and hang out, but we're on the broke end of things right now, so
I
you know.
understand. I
Like I might fly home
understand.
to Nebraska for the College World Series for my birthday, but I don't know if I'll afford it. Flying out to Hawaii might even be the same price as going to Nebraska, so I'm like in the middle ground.
Seriously.
Like it's perfect.
Yeah, just come out here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But well, thank you. I'm gonna wrap it up here, I guess. Appreciate you. And do you want to plug your like tutoring business?
Do I
What's it
what?
called? Do you want to like say what your tutoring business is called in case it ever matters on this pod?
Yeah, yeah. Oahu tutoring.
That's
I
it?
am,
Oahu tutoring?
yeah.
It's a great name for it.
I just wanted it to be so if you looked up on Google
Yeah,
tutoring Oahu,
that's what I was thinking when you said it. I was like, man, that's just I bet you get a lot
I
of calls.
honestly, I honestly, I'm a bit like I have like a waiting, like I'm a bit over. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what to do next because it's like
Because there's so
I
many
feel like
people.
it's just such a need. There's such a need for
Wow.
tutors.
Maybe you need to be the boss and hire an employee if you're making like that much. Like,
Yeah,
just be like, hey, I'll pay this employee like to do this shift. And maybe you'd make
I
an extra dollar from it or like an hour.
Yeah.
But they make most of the profit. I don't know.
I'm
That's
sorry,
cool
my
though.
headphones just died.
That's
So,
okay. Well,
um,
that's okay. We're wrapping it up anyway. Glad you plugged your little your business. Hopefully, is it just your personal phone number? You probably don't want to put that out there, but if you Google Oahu tutoring, they'll just call you and get your kid all
yeah, yeah,
learned
yeah,
up and stuff.
yeah. I have a Yelp account and like all that stuff.
Awesome.
You'll find me on there.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, that's awesome.
I
Oh, that's a what? Sorry, go for it.
I was just say thank you. Sorry, it started raining in my car.
Oh, that's
Do you
the
hear the
worst.
rain?
I can kind of see a little haze in the background, so
That's
All
good.
right.
I'm glad this sound isn't bad.
No, yeah, it's all crystal clear. Well, thanks for being on the pod. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna put an end to it here, and thanks for everything. I'm excited to visit you soon.
Yeah, thank you. It was nice to talk to you.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Uh, I just ended my recording on my phone.
Okay, me too.
Perfect. Well, that was awesome. If with that voice memo, if you save it to your phone, with your files app, you know the one.
Yes.
If you save it to your files app, I'll send you a link for Google Drive. You just upload it there.
Okay.
Account, and then it'll be in my thing, and then I'll edit it later, and I'll get after it. It's so dark in my camera, huh? I just looked at myself and it looked so dark.
Do you see? Oh, you should have flipped my camera. Can you see how bad it's raining? There's another flash flood warning right now.
Oh yeah, that's why they canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan on coming out sometime this summer.
Yeah, that would be fun. I would love to hang out. I do have a couple trips this summer.
That's fine. I don't know if I'll actually come out maybe this summer or maybe this fall.
Never.
I've had this mega pint of beer just sitting over here this whole time. I told myself I'll have one beer. I work tomorrow, so I made a mega pint.
I love it.
But it's just been sitting there because I've been podding. But let me send you that link, and then if you just share it over to me, and then I'll let you get into safety. It'll let it rain. Are you gonna sit in your car and wait out the rain, or do you think you'll do that all night?
I actually have to go pee really bad. So
Dude, me
I'm gonna
too.
do that. But yeah, just send that to me and I'll share it with you.
Perfect. Well, it was good to chat with you, Marion. Like, for real,
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see you again. I cannot wait to.
Yeah.
Maybe we all have real lawn chairs on the beach. You know?
Oh my gosh, I wish. That'd be the dream.
All right, well, you go pee.
Okay.
I'll send you this link, and then I'll chat with you
Okay.
soon.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.